Aloha, Kahului Baptist Ohana, and everyone else who's watching this video. With the COVID-19 pandemic, we wanted to be very intentional about reaching out to our members and providing opportunities for them to share just how God has been faithful throughout this pandemic and just throughout the ages. He is a God who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. This month, we are going to be featuring one of our kūpuna, or our senior members, for you. And I have been greatly encouraged by what they had to say, and our prayer is that you will be encouraged as well. So without further ado, we present one of our members.
So, yeah, because right now, in fact, it's a period where we're going into something we're not sure of. We don't know what to expect. There is a lot of changes. It will never be the same like going back. Because I have, I've traveled here and there, and sometimes I think, oh, it would be nice to go there and go see whatever I really enjoyed. But that can no longer be the same because of the changes in especially rules and regulations they have put upon us, Mm-hmm. So it's hard to be free as we have been, but now we have a limitation to that. Well, I cannot predict, of course we cannot predict our future, but sometimes you know what you're going to be doing, you know how it's going to be turning, how it's going to turn out. But you just have to go at a risk. Now everything seems to be a risk because it may change because of the regulations we have now. So it's not the same. It's never going to be the same again. Well, I have some scripture verses that I can refer to because let's see. One scripture verse I have is Psalms 121. It's about how God is with me all the time, no matter what, no matter how the time changes, how my life is now, because even my life now is very confined. Whenever somebody asks me, how was your day today? It's the same old thing. It's nothing like, oh, I had this and that, I could do this and that. It's very, very same, But during this time, at least you have the time so you can try different recipes or some kind of thing you like, So cooking is another thing that I would like to do more of, like making I've never made jelly, but Warren grew a plant out there that has a lot of berries, and we don't know what kind of berries it is except what Warren learned, but we have to do research so that I can make a jelly with it, So this is a time where you can experiment other things because you have the time, which you never did. Well, for one thing, the So Happy group, we're not high tech. We're come from the old school, and learning all these things on the telephone and internet and all this is a new experience. And one of the new experience we've gained is we have our Bible study on Zoom. And we've all learned it's not hard. It's just talking about it made you kind of quiver because we're not familiar. But the ladies have just fitted in, and we've been having a good time every Wednesday morning and doing our Bible study. And then we can recognize each other's voice even if we don't see them, So that has been one change. And the church has helped us in the seniors. They've been really attentive to kūpunas. And one way they have this, bringing the lunches, but I tell them, I don't need, because this is actually for the needy, but actually even not for the needy, because you don't have to make one lunch or whatever, lunch they bring for us, and it shows a feeling that they care. and the church has been involved with that. And also the seating, in church they have church. If you sign up for it, you can sit in the church, and they have it perfectly arranged, so you don't be on, like the spacing. They make it exactly correct, so that they stay in the rules and regs of this pandemic. What to do. So I think the church have been helpful. Well, you just have to encourage each other by saying, God is there for us no matter what. He is there, and He will provide for us. We're old already, but He's been providing for us good things. And actually, I don't think any one of us older ones have suffered. I mean, it has been a stress or something that we're having such a difficult time. But in fact, He has poured blessings on us. People have been concerned and been calling, and like for instance, my Joyce and Wes, they have been extra attentive, that watching out for me, so I don't disobey the laws, whatever they have given us. So for me, it has been a blessing. I think every chance you have, no matter what, if you know if they're a believer or not, because you don't know. So each time, you can just greet them and be friendly. One thing, you need to be friendly. And then if you get to know them a little bit, maybe not real quick, but when you get to know them a little bit, you can ask them like, how can I help you? Can I pray for you, or something that is bothering you, or something? I'll be glad to pray for you. That's one thing you can always do, and they always say yes. They have something, like when we visit at Roselani, or we go on visitation once every quarter, or to the Nisei Center or something. They always say yes. Yeah, I would like for you to pray for me. They never say no. To me, we're not yet finished with this pandemic, because when you look back, we had that Ebola, and I thought, that would never end. I thought they would never find something, but they did, and now they're in the process of finding vaccination. So I have a feeling we just need to pray, and that the Lord will help the scientists at the EDC, and so that we will have something and a cure for it, So that is my plea, and this pandemic will have changed us forever. I think, no matter what, it will change. It has changed. Nothing will be the same. Some things will help. We're going to have better understanding of certain things, and it's going to really help us in different things, but the main thing is that we remember is that we know no matter what, to glorify God, no matter what, stick to that. And another scripture I have is Hebrews 13:8. The word of our God endures forever. And so it was same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's going to be the same. His word will be the same no matter what.